What's up, WWE Champions Universe? It's Sick Lee and Rusty from Champions Chat, and we are here to power rate perhaps our highest rated trickster yet. Maybe Rusty. What do you think?
Yeah, we're thinking the king of the category crown might be up for grabs and at stake. It was a tongue twister.
At Fort
Also,
Grabs.
we might, I don't know, we might have to circle back to some other zombies because this might be king of the category most powerful zombie as well. So
It's very possible. He and Sammy, Zombie Sammy, are my two favorite zombies for damage, for style, for everything. But all right, so Rusty, you got to run him last night on the stream, and they were messing with you. If you haven't seen that video, check it out live from last night. But here's how we're going to run him. And notice the MP charges here. Yellow, 5 MP reanimated superplex, deal damage and increase your yellow gem damage by 300%. The Neckbreaker, 3 MP. Deal damage, increase your yellow MP by 5. Also, if you get submitted, 35 million health gets transferred from their account to your account. And a 4 MP red infected face basher. Deal damage, make the bottom row into pyro gems, which will make all gems above it into yellow when broken by you. Then deal a million damage and choose a 7x1 area to swap into red gems. On the entourage, the only rare thing you are going to see here is Charlotte, but let's just be clear, you don't actually need Charlotte. She just adds 40% more damage, but the big important thing is that 2 red MP, so you can run anybody that does 2 red MP. Charlotte just happens to give a little extra spicy to it. Kofi for yellow moves start with 4, Santa Hogan, and then Bret Hart. Yellow gems do 35% more damage. Again, multiple trainers now that do 30% yellow gem damage, so I wouldn't count him as a rare slot. You can easily move that over. We're going to run him naked on the strap first. We're going to see what he hits with no bells, no whistles, just the trainers, and go from there. So, Rusty, what do you think of this LA Nah?
okay, so prematurely, I will say this. After playing with him, I think he's the trickster we've been hoping to get. The one who's a shoe-in, no-brainer, 6-star gold, no regrets, Evo trickster.
Yep.
I think he's the one.
Yep. Well, Bunders, it does proc the Piper Plate. We proved it Benny Smaja proved it in some things. It's just the way it does it, but they are looking into that. But either way, we're doing it without the Piper Plate just to show you what it works for. So you're going to hit the reanimated suplex to increase your yellow gem damage by 300%. So they're starting at 213K. You're going to give them that extra spice right here. And then we're at 855K. But then you're going to hit this, which bumps up your yellow MP again, and you're going to hit it one more time. So we are now from 855 all the way over to 1.4 million per yellow gem. Now we're going to lay down the bottom row, because it does it automatically anyway, and then put the top row of red gems, which has a chance to cascade, although it's fairly decent that it might not. And we're going to hit the whole cycle one more time, which means we are hitting that yellow buff one more time. So this is no Piper Plate, actually no plates at all, just some Fury 2s, 2.13 million per gem. We are going to hit this one more time, which, by the way, would trigger the Piper Plate one more time. And we're going to hit the bottom row, and with no special tricks, no bells and whistles, he hit 112 million damage. Done. So, Rusty, what do you think of 112 million with no plates?
You got me laughing like Ted DiBiase, you know? I mean, it's money. It's just money. And it may take a little money to get LA Knight this weekend and pull him. But I here's what I love is that boost move, the 300% boost, and the fact that you can hit it a few times. Like, I love that it's no plate required. I mean, like, that's where you're just like, is the Piper Plate working or not? Is it broken
I'll
or
show it.
not? I don't know if that even matters, right?
Right.
At this
Yeah.
point. And maybe in boss battle, yes, we can get a little more power out of him. But whoa, for that kind of damage with plateless, did you even go strapless as well?
No, I
That's
didn't go
nuts, bro.
strapless, but it was
Oh, okay,
completely
okay.
plateless. So
Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah,
we're
yeah.
talking wild amount of damage. And I love it. I think the community is gonna love it. Those
Right.
that yeah, 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 yeah.
Well, and if you notice that kind of damage, I'm going to point out here in a minute, you don't actually need to hit the third variation of this, the third buff, to get him to go all the way out. I mean, it's going to work just fine. So, in terms of speed, all low charge, you can just run it twice. And look, you can see right here now with the Piper plate. So, for those saying it didn't work, it's at 5.5 million per gem, and we're going to buff it one more time right here. So, we're going to go from, there we go. We're going to go from 112 million without the Piper plate to just one change, and he's at 250 million damage.
Bonkers. That's Regal level, isn't it? I
Regal
mean,
does about 500 million if you have everything, but again, that's who cares? I mean, 250 is crazy good.
it's like, yeah, it's like trying to kill a cockroach with a nuclear weapon.
Right?
It's like, this is absurd.
Right.
This is
Yeah.
absurd. And the
And
chat's
he's got other
speechless.
moves too. I mean, he's got triple purple, which you can put the Tamatonga plate on. You know, he's got some other things, but I mean, realistically, this right here, I'm gonna run it twice with the Piper just so you can see. Actually, I'm gonna take the Piper off. I know we just added. I'm gonna take the Piper off just so we can see for speed. I'm just gonna run it twice. So, in other words, I'm not gonna break the gems on the top, just so you can see that yes, in feud 100% you can win in 45 seconds. Easy.
Hmm.
Easy.
Whoa, Nelly.
Whoa, Nelly. So you got to play this live while they were messing with the moves. What did you find last night while you were figuring this out?
I just was spellbound. It's so cool to be the first person to play the character live in the game. Like I thought that was a
Right?
really cool thing to do, and then to show it off and to take the community's suggestions on what moves and what train. It was just a lot of fun. It felt like we were a community on stream. It felt like
Yeah.
that's the power of this game. I think the collaboration, the fun, the newness, the anticipation of it. I loved it, and
Yeah.
I'm hoping we get many more opportunities to do such things.
Right. Well, I mean, I hope so too. And I know we're only 5+ minutes into this, but I think we're ready to power rate him, to be honest, because
Let's do it.
what more do we need?
Sometimes we go too long. We beleaguer the decision, but I
Right?
think this one's pretty clear.
This one is pretty clear. So usually there are two objective categories to this power rating, and then three that we have you guys weigh in on. If you saw on Discord today, I threw them in there so that everyone could vote in advance on the Champions Chat server. And I put a little caveat for trainer ability, for entourage ability, because all the ones this month are the exact same. And we as a community decided together last week that it is a 5 for that trainer ability. So the fact that it's a different color isn't going to change anything. So that's automatically a 5 tonight. That right there is right off the bat. Does he do 60 million or more damage? The power category for a 5 says that a 5 points is equal to 100% of the current meta's top end damage. So where the top end begins. And so, we've decided for months ago when this meta came together, we kind of got together as a community and said 60 million is where the top end damage begins. Now, Regal, Jacob Fatu, Muda, many characters can hit way more than that now, but the low average to get started on that category is a 5. And even with nothing attached, he easily hits 112 million with no Piper plate or any tricks. So he is a 5 in the power. And then the speed is another objective category. So for a 5, at least 2 of the following are true. MP charge is equal to or lesser than 6 MP. Moves recycle flawlessly, which they do. Animations are quick, relatively quick, yes. And I just showed you can easily win a feud match in under 45 seconds because you don't have to go for the third buff. You can. You just add more damage, but you don't have to go for the third buff. You can buff it the normal twice right there and be done. So he is a 5, low MP all the way around, quick, and recycles. So right off the bat, we've got 3 categories at 5, which is crazy. That's the fastest we've ever got to that. Now, readiness. Nah.
Yeah, no.
For readiness, for a 5, character needs 0 to 1 special things. Keep in mind, I took the Piper plate off, and he very easily still hit. That would be plate, gear, a moment, which doesn't exist yet, or etc. For a 4, character needs 2 special things, plate, gear, moment, rare, trainer, etc. For a 3, character needs 3 special things, plate, gear, moment, rare, trainer, etc. And for a 2, character needs 4 special things. So, Rusty, I'll turn it over to you for the lightning polls.
Okay, I'm going to post the poll, but then I got to unpin the message I have up there. Or Lee, can you unpin it before I post it so there's no conflict of poll? Thank you.
I should be able to unpin. Yes, I did.
All right. Readiness poll is live.
Woo.
Lee, this is like really low MP. This
Really
is
low.
really minimum. I mean, no plate.
Right.
50%. I mean, this is about as. I mean, like, I don't want to say free to play because that's crazy.
Right.
Because this
The
is an
character
S
isn't
plus
free to play.
tier character, right? That will be only attainable in the loot, and I would think at a pretty rare pull rate.
Right.
So certainly there's going to be an investment in attaining LA Knight, but it feels like anyone that gets that lucky pull is ready to roll. I mean, am I not seeing that accurately?
Yeah, you don't need anything. I mean, you can have Charlotte, but you don't need her. You can put a number of any other people who do 2 MP to red. You don't need anything to make him go. Like, he's just ready out the box, which is the definition of the readiness poll. So,
and he looks like a Happy Meal. So it is. He's ready right out of the box. He's a zombie Happy Meal.
oh, wow.
Yeah. I love it. Taz Devil 7638 said, "This is a no-brainer." 5. I love it. I love it.
All right. I'm putting this as quote by Rusty. He's ready right out of the box like a zombie Happy Meal.
And he even looks like one with the red and yellow.
That's funny. Well,
yeah, 90% said 5. We did have a 3 as well. So
yeah,
I'm going to take the poll down.
Doesn't seem right. But all right. Discord also overwhelmingly a 5. So we're all in agreement. And we're already down to the last category, which is versatility. For a 5, character would be competitively usable in feud, boss, and showdown. And character has special gem type that helps boss or extreme rules. For a 4, character is competitively usable in at least 2 feud, boss, showdown. Character has a special gem type, which all of them do nowadays. And then for a 3, character is competitively usable in 1 feud, boss, or showdown, and maybe a sleeper for boss. And for a 2, character is not strong in any competitive format, but may be capable of winning in tours and builds. So, blitzes, sorry, not builds. Rusty, back to you.
Lightning poll is going live for versatility. Let me give you my 2 cents, Lee. Not only is LA Knight fully versatile, he's ready to take on multiple types of bosses. This is not a one-trick pony. He can tear down a yellow shield. Right. He can tear down a purple shield. He can tear down a special trap gems, pyro gems. Potentially will help a little. But I just am like, the speed to load the MP, he's going to be ready for showdown. He doesn't need a special tag link. He doesn't need a special gear. If he gets a moment or gear, holy cow. I don't know what they would do. I don't know how they would make it better. right? Like that's where I'm just thinking like how and the animations aren't fast either. I mean, the animations aren't slow, right? So I was thinking, when you think about the old, oh, hey, if any of you guys are having a hard time voting, maybe hit refresh on your browser, just in case. I'm not sure why, but the poll is closed. I wonder if either you just missed it or if you need to refresh the browser. The poll was 83% went to 5, and then we had a 4 and a 3 as well. So there's something about there's something about tonight's polls that we're just going to continue to try to get them. I know we've got some votes on quite a few votes on Discord as well, if we need a tiebreaker or a comparison for any of that.
Right. No, Discord is all pretty much in agreement that it's a 5 and it's a 5 on versatility. Bunders just sent you a text or a DM there.
Oh, nice.
So all good, Bunders. But it is. I mean, it's pretty unanimous on this side of things. The only thing, Bob mentioned one thing in the chat there on my Discord that he's probably not going to be the top guy to use for most boss battles. But I mean, again, like you said, he's going to break multiple colors of shield. He's going to do a number of things. So yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with that at all. So we'll dominate.
I don't see any messages. Yeah, I don't see any messages on Discord or Whisper or anything. Oh, okay. Nice. About the plate thing, let me just circle back to that really quick and just say, we'll see, right? It has been proven that the pyro plate is working, but the damage is basically working in layers, right? And so the pyro plate is triggering, but if you break the bottom row, it's not, somehow it's bypassing the damage for that. If you break it another way, or if you swipe to break the bottom row, then you will get all the damage credit for the Piper plate. So they're going to review that. I know it's already been reported. But even without it, wow. That's my synopsis of LA Knights. Wow.
Just wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. And so he is distinctly our second ever 25 out of 25. Falls in line with Jacob Fatu right there. And in terms of your tricksters, like the next closest for what we've power rated, period, is a 22. So we don't even have anybody who is close on that. And if you look, somebody, it might have been ThunderQ, brought up in the chat OTC Roman, and OTC Roman is also 5 out of 5 in almost everything but Entourage. Entourage ability is often where it kind of gets caught. You see Ilya Dragunov over here. His Entourage ability is 4. Oh, you can't see him on screen. Hold on. 4 out of 5. OTC Roman 3 out of 5. So this actually does a lot of like balance. This shows you what it takes to be a really, really versatile character. So anyway, 5 out of 5 out of 5. Rusty, I'm going to stop talking. You take us where you want to take us from here.
Well, hey, friends, that's the end of this short power rating. And I think sometimes the results speak for themselves. Other times it's a little harder to see and read between the lines. We'd love for you to join us each and every Friday night on the WWE Champions main Twitch account so that you can enter the chat and cast your vote and help us power rate the latest and greatest superstars in WWE Champions. All that to be said, we've got plenty more to come. Check out our archives on YouTube. You can join our Discord and pre-rate your vote. Early voting is available on Discord. All that to say, we'll see you next time, friends.
Bye.